Okay, so today's lesson is 7.7, selecting samples. So here is the vocabulary words, and these are your choices that you're going to have for this lesson. First one is systemic sample. A systemic sample is a member of the population is selected at random, and then others are selected by using a pattern. So here, systemic means that it's a system. So they might pick every fifth. If you see the word every and then a number, that is a systemic sample. Convenience sample is the most available members of the population are chosen. So convenience sample would be like students that come into my classroom. I don't have to go anywhere because my students have to come to me. So that is a convenience. That for me to take a sample, I don't need to go anywhere. They will come to me. Selected sample is members of the population volunteer to respond to a survey. So selected sample would be like if you go to the doctor's office and they have a little card that says, how are we doing? And you can choose to take the survey or not. Or selected sample might be where you get a survey in the mail and say, please take the survey. And you have a choice to either take the survey and mail it back or to throw it away. So that's self-selected sample. You get to choose. And then, of course, the fourth one is a random sample. That was from yesterday's lesson. Random samples, each member has an equal chance of being selected. So if I have a hat and I put everybody's name in it, I randomly choose. It doesn't matter. Everybody has the same opportunity of being chosen. So let's look at additional example. So the manager of the company wants to know how many employees have a laptop computer at home. Identify each type of sampling method. So the manager randomly chooses 4 names from a list of all employees. Here is your key word, randomly. If it's randomly, look at your four choices that you have. You have systemic, convenience, self-selected, and random sample. So randomly tells you it's random. So this is a random sample because employees are chosen randomly. That's your key word. Let's look at this. The manager surveys the first 50 employees that arrive at the office. So the first 50. This is a convenience. Okay, so convenience sample, because the group of employees is easy to reach. This means that the manager didn't have to go outside of his office and find his employees. The employees came to him, and so he asked the first 50 people that came to his office and gave him a survey. And the last one is the manager places a stack of survey form in the company cafeteria. This is a self-selected sample because the employees choose whether to complete the survey. Because it is a stack of surveys in a cafeteria, he's not giving the survey to every employee. They're choosing to either take it or not. Let's look at example 2. It says, determine which sampling method will better represent the entire population. Justify your answer. So here, Maria surveys only the band students she knows personally. And the result was 84% went blue. John writes each band member's name on a card. He questions those students whose name he draws. So Maria only surveys the band members that she knows. Okay, where John writes each of the band members' name on a card. So John's method is better. It uses random sampling. And Maria's method uses a convenience because she only goes to her friends. So let's check it out. You want to know how often students in high school take tests. Identify the sampling method. You survey the first 50 students that arrive at school. Well, if you're surveying the first 50 students that arrive at school, that's convenience. because the group is easy to reach. You don't have to do anything. These students are coming to school, and as soon as they arrive at school, you survey them. So it's convenience. Okay, determine which sampling method is better represented the entire population. Justify your answer. Ferdinand surveys every other swimmer on the team, and 72% wants to practice early. Anna Maria asks swimmers in her biology class, and 50% wants to practice early. So the sampling method that would best represent would be Ferdinand. Because it best represents the swimming population. Okay, here's the thing. Anna Maria, if you ask the swimmers in her biology class who wants to practice early, well, biology has nothing to do with swimming. So why would the biology class have anything to do with swimming? So really, that's not a good place for her to take the survey in a science class. Now, Ferdinand, you took the survey with swimmers that's already on the team. They're going to tell you if they really want practice early or late.